August of 2018, that was when I told her how I felt about her and that she was going to be my wife when she blacked out. That's what you told me.
You're just gonna tell my business. At first, when we were talking, it was just like we were friends, and it was like, because we were like really good friends, and it was like, oh wow, I do kind of like him. I hope he likes me too. He was thinking the same thing from the other side, but I think it's just like when someone who you like tells you that they like you, it's like, oh my days, is this real, or just like one of my like, oh, if only. I got pretty close with his family, just implanted myself, and they just took me in like I was their own daughter.
If my family loves you, like that means that there's something special there. I really loved her too. I just loved her company, and I felt like I could just be myself around her. That feeling that I had of, safety, warmth, kindness, that was interspersed throughout all our interactions. There was no effort into it.
Every time we're together, it's just like, this is my person. Like, I can do anything, and he won't judge me because he's about to do the same thing. I really do trust him, like any time we're together, it's the best part of my day. So I think it just was an easy transition from there. It just kind of naturally happened. So the love was like genuine, and then I think it developed like romantically. So my mum was a caregiver for his grandmother who had Alzheimer's disease. When your parent tells you that they have someone that they think you might be interested in, you imagine like a goblin, like, like someone who's just been shut away from the world in like a dark corner that can have no love interest. So I just imagine. But when my mum was telling me, oh yes, the people I work for have a lovely son, but like actually meeting him and just confirming what my mum was telling me, I think it just it was like confirmation from many places.
I think it was just, I see you as a good person, I want to be your friend, so like, can I have your number?
It was just funny because when he asked me, there was like sometimes a youth group from A&T came to our church to Bible study, and then I could feel someone behind me, and she was doing, I didn't know what she was doing, but I know that she was like,
no, she was
shoot your shot.
I guess I was shooting my shot.
When our relationship was like going from a friendship to more, and Kofi brought me, it was basically like a picnic. It was like the most random snacks.
It was all just snacks that I like.
It was like squeezable cheese, like you have in college.
Yeah, my roommate in high school, he said, hey man, you gotta get some wheat thins, and then you get some cheese. It's like a cheese that has
in the can.
It's like whipped cheese, and then you put it on there.
Oh my days.
Boom, pop that in there. If you need to take the tip. It was so good. So that was like the first thing I saw. Get that. I think I got some.
I'm a killer with this.
Oh yeah. She don't know what's coming. She's lactose intolerant. Hadn't you just eaten a meal too? So you weren't hungry?
Yes, because I didn't know.
I was eating my own. Just by myself.
I was just there for the stars and the company.
I sat my mom and my dad down, and I told them I gotta get married to Hadassah. And my mom, like, she had a fork in her hand, and her fork was shaking. She was just playing around, but she was like,
she's hilarious.
So we had a conversation. My dad said, wait a little while. He knew I wasn't like ready to be a husband yet, to provide, to be the spiritual rock of the family, to provide financially, all that stuff. It was a real shaky time.
For both of us.
Yeah. So in hindsight, it was a blessing to wait.
Because of like culture and stuff like that, you can't just up and marry someone. There has to be steps. So we were still in school, we didn't have anywhere to provide for ourselves. If we got married, we didn't have any money to get married. If we got married in 2018, we would need
broke virgin.
I think we grew a lot since we met in 2018, and our friendship grew, like our love for each other grew, and I think because we don't have like even a traditional proposal, just like I think we are in a good place to do this now. We're graduated, we have like a sense of where we want to go in life. I think this is a time where we can be like a contribution to the community, like our faith community, like our community in general as a married couple. It's a layered story. I wouldn't say it's complicated, but it's got a lot of working parts of just bringing us together.
But it's special because there's that connection, like in the most tender portion of my grandmother's life, like your mom was taking care of her every need, like the matriarch of our family, you know what I mean? So it's not like a conventional story. It's special, it's deep, it's meaningful.